probably here to purge me, aren't you?
Purge you? No, hardly. What on earth are you doing here?
I was one of the side experiments that they did for the Tithrans. And unfortunately, I was not really much of any value to them after they worked with me for a bit. And because of that, they isolated me here to be purged. They didn't even bother completing my body. They didn't even give me any legs.
I really am finding more and more reasons to resent my colleagues over all this nonsense. No more. I'm going to get you out of here.
Wait, you'd really do that for me? Thank you. Thank you so much. I was really worried that I was done for.
Let's just say that I'm probably one of the few that doesn't exactly agree with everything that's been happening with this Tythran project. All I've seen it do is cause unnecessary amounts of suffering. There's not going to be any more of this. I've already had to rescue one other not too long ago, and I'd be more than happy to do the same for you. And once we get you out, I'll be sure to actually complete your body. It's utterly sickening to see what they've done to you.
I really do appreciate all this. Clearly, I'm in your debt for this kindness, though I'm not even sure what I could do to repay you.
You need not worry about that right now. Besides, I feel I may have something in the future.
I can understand why I felt compelled to help him. Considering that, if it weren't for his help, then I'm afraid I would have suffered a fate most unpleasant.
But why, though? What is this all for, exactly? It's all for the sake of getting back at the Arctasians. My very own kind. I realize that my methodologies to all this may be questionable, unfortunately, but desperate times call for desperate measures. My superiors and the rest of the team were not willing to listen to my pleas for all of this. But that is not of any further matter here. I am far too invested in this now to back down. I must see this project through to its fruition. And... what the... Oh, what's happening? You, I should have known you were going to be trouble one way or another.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Vise, wait, please help me.
Interesting. It would appear that stasis field prevents you from being able to influence me anymore. How unfortunate for you, but very fortunate for me. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not gonna let you control me anymore. I'm done with you.
Wait, no, I command you.
All right,
I think we're fine here. What a rather unfortunate series of events. Very unfortunate. But what are we gonna do about him now? The stasis field that I put him in will keep him captive for now. I did alert the authorities to his whereabouts, and thankfully, I happened to be around when he admitted to the whole operation with capturing you and the intent to get back at the Arctasians. Okay. That's good. Now we just need to worry about getting out of here. So what should we do then? Arctasha? Hey, you doing okay, or... Arctasha? What the hell is going on? Why are you just still like that? What the hell is... Oh! Where the hell am I? Hello? Hello, Demyrl. Enjoying your little soul-searching, I hope. Wait, who is this? You already know who I am, Demyrl. I'm someone who has been watching and guiding you for quite some time. You're starting to enter a very crucial moment for all of us. I suggest you take a moment to really consider these final moments. Otherwise, it may deeply affect the very core of reality itself. I would hate to see you be responsible for such an unfortunate fate. Look, I don't know what kind of games you're... What's wrong, Demyrl? A little lost, are we? What in the... Who the hell are you supposed to be? Some sort of doppelganger? What is this nonsense? You're the only doppelganger I see here. As far as I'm concerned, you're the one that's been a big lie this entire time. You're so full of shit. I'm the only one here that's real. So you say. But this is where the end of the line is. It's time to come full circle.
How wonderful to see you again.
Where the hell did you take us?
Nowhere. But that doesn't matter. My goal has now been achieved. For me to obtain the great knowledge.
That's right, Demyrl. And now you've allowed me the opportunity to properly ascend. That's all I ever hear is just talk of the great plan, or for ascension, or for some great purpose, but never an actual answer as to why I'm so important.
Berg will have his own reasoning for trying to capture you. But as for me, you were part of a purpose for me to obtain the ultimate knowledge. All by the effect of capturing you for myself.
Wait a minute. And what exactly are you going on about?
Well, you see, it was in my interest to capture both of you, so that I may turn you both into the Arctasians and have my ultimate form of knowledge.
You lying monster. So this is exactly what Vise was warning me about.
It matters not what both of you think of the matter. I have achieved what I must, and for that reason, I figured I would bring some friends along to join the party. I am Doncho, head of Tython Research, and I'm here with the head of security for the purpose of taking back Demyrl and Duvardoed. Duvardoed. You have been a most unfortunate disappointment for this particular experimentation process. But unfortunately, that's just the way things go sometimes. Granaoxith, could you come in here?
Yes, Doncho, is there something you need help with?
We're looking to have Subject 138 here purged. They are of no more further service to this project.
You wish them to be purged? Don't you think that's a little excessive?
Not at all. They are perfectly disposable. Now, if you excuse me, I have to prepare the next subject for testing. Please have this one sent out to purge immediately.
Of course, Doncho. I will do as you ask.
So, you've come to get rid of me, huh?
Yes, it's just, something that has to be done.
Can you explain to me why you do this?
You're just, made for the greater purpose of our species demands, and
Doesn't that just seem a bit cruel to you? I mean, look at me. I'm just cattle to you, aren't I? Created me for a purpose to be potentially something great, and I'm just a disappointment in your eyes. And because of that, you just are going to throw me away. Why? Why can't you just let me live a life and just let me do what I want? Why do I have to be disposed of like just filth? Please. I don't understand. Do you know what it's like to have the last moments of your life just pass before your eyes?
No more of this. No more. I'm sorry, my dear friend, that you've had to go through all of this. I'm done with watching so many suffer and just go to absolute waste. I'm going to get you out of here. Some way or another. Alright, so I've prepared a vessel for you that will take you to an abandoned research facility that we used to operate years ago. It'll be your home, a shelter away from all of this nonsense. And I believe in time we can maybe even use that for potential future projects. But more on that later. For now, it'll get you away from here. Far away from here.
I really do appreciate this immensely. Thank you so much. I promise you that I will make it worth your time that we've done all this. And potentially stop more of this in the future. Thank you so much.
What the hell is going on here? They want me. It was always about me. And what I don't think you realize, Arctasha, is that I was the one that was to be the prototype for all the Tythrans. I was the one that was supposed to lead a life of greatness and meaning, and to be up there with the rest of the greats. And no, they saw me as a failure. A failure with no possible hope for a future. To just be purged away and forgotten. And that's when Granaoxith saved me. He took pity on me and realized that the project that he was a part of was wrong. Cruel. But Granaoxith recognized my desperation, and he used that against me by convincing me to experiment on Demyrl in the hopes to achieve my great ascendance and to be up there where I felt I belonged. And in essence, I never really wanted that. I never wanted to harm someone else to get there, but I felt I simply had no other choice. He wanted to turn me into a weapon, something to be used against the Arctasians. And in that, he would get the justice that he was seeking. Now look where it got me. I'm such a damn fool.
He exploited you. Granaoxith exploited you the entire time. I get it now. You never wanted to harm me in the least. You were just backed up against a corner and didn't have any other way out. You know what? After seeing how all this is played out, after understanding everything, and just watching you just struggle with so much that you did, I think I can honestly say that despite everything you've done, I'm willing to forgive you.
Forgive me. Demyrl, why would you even bother with such a ridiculous notion?
Because I need to take control. And this cycle needs to end.
Demyrl.
Interesting. Zareth, I think we're done here. Well, while things didn't exactly quite work out as we expected, nonetheless, I do appreciate your efforts to help us. And with that, as promised, you will have access to our knowledge archives that you may peruse at your leisure. I believe that will be all. And with that, I believe I have finished with everything I needed to here. I'm sure that we will meet each other again. Clearly a lot has happened since I was trying to make my way here. What exactly has transpired? Where's Demyrl?
He merged his core with Berg. Or perhaps I should say, devadoed. Are you doing okay?
Yes, I believe so. I feel elated, changed, evolved, advanced. I believe I feel fine.
In fact, if I may request, I believe there's a place I'd like to go to unwind from this for a bit. I'm still wondering what to do now. I was clearly created as a weapon against the Arctasians, but
curiously, it seemed that Dawnchill didn't really care that I had descended and became more powerful. Very, very curious.
I'm not too sure what to make of that either. I'm just still wrapping my head around the whole concept that Titans were never made to be guiding forces. They were meant to suppress other species, all to keep the power of the Arctasians in check throughout the universe. I just don't know what to think anymore.
Perhaps we'll know what to do with the Arctasians in time. But for now, we'll consider this a much-needed moment of respite. But I guess if there is something I am concerned about, is how the Arctasians allow the librarian to have access to their knowledge. And I feel maybe in a way, it's why they're not too concerned about what we have now. Because clearly having the librarian have that much power would definitely create a very powerful ally for the Arctasians to have access to.
That makes sense. As you say, Vise, we'll see what happens in time.
It's just very strange to me to be the merged consciousness of both. Well, I don't know what's necessarily right to call myself, because I am technically Duvadoed and Demyrl, but we are just, I suppose, our own person now. I can't thank you both enough for what you've done to help me, and I suppose Demyrl included. We'll see where this next chapter leads us. Well, I certainly am glad I could help where I could. But I'm not too sure I'm gonna do it myself in the meantime. I don't really have anywhere to go. I was under Granaoxith's thumb for a long time. And now I'm not. I'm not sure what to do right now.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for a place to stay, you could always stay with us, Vise. After all, I think it's safe to say we can treat you like family. Like any other Tithran.
You'd actually do that for me?
Absolutely. Welcome home, Vise.